I was gaslit into the gym, and it nearly broke me. Growing up, I was always skinny. No effort, no diet tricks, just naturally small. But somewhere along the way, things changed, fast. I started gaining weight rapidly, even though nothing about my eating or activity levels had changed. My parents told me it was just part of getting older, but my relatives? They weren't so kind. They whispered that living at home into adulthood had made me lazy, spoiled, and fat. Even though I knew what they said wasn't true, it still hurt. Eventually, desperate for answers, I turned to my friend Katie, a fitness trainer. I trusted her. I thought she'd help. She invited me to the gym for a fitness review before we set up any plans. I showed up feeling hopeful, nervous, but hopeful. We started with a machine that checked my muscle-to-fat ratio. Katie glanced at the screen, her face dropping into a pitiful look. "Oh yeah," she said, "this isn't good. You definitely need my help." I thanked her, trying to stay positive. She smiled brightly. "No problem. We'll fix you up." Next was the treadmill. She told me to run, then kept cranking up the difficulty until I was gasping for air, dizzy. I asked if I could stop, and she yanked the emergency cord with an exaggerated sigh. "You know," she said loudly, "it's not good if you can't even last 10 minutes. You really need coaching to get rid of all that fat you've been gaining." Heads turned, people stared. I asked her quietly to lower her voice. I was embarrassed, humiliated actually, but she waved me off saying, "Don't worry, lots of mommies come here needing help. If they can do it with kids and jobs, so can you." After a few more fitness quizzes, she sat me down for the final analysis. She listed everything wrong with my body, like she was reading a grocery list. Then she leaned in with a smirk and said, "Wow, I really have my work cut out for me with you." Tears pricked my eyes. She wiped one away with the back of her hand saying, "It's okay, trust me, you need this." I nodded. What else could I do? I went home that night and cried hard. For the first time in my life, I hated my body. I felt worthless. But still, because Katie had convinced me it would be worth it, I showed up to the gym the next day. Katie greeted me with a smile and immediately ordered me onto the treadmill. "Run until I get back," she said, before wandering off to chat with another trainer. I tried. I swear I did. After barely 40 seconds, my hands and feet tingled. 2 minutes in, my vision went black. When I woke up, there was an oxygen mask on my face and flashing lights all around. I was in an ambulance. At the hospital, they ran tests. Finally, an answer. I had PCOS, and I was hypoglycemic. The doctor explained that my weight gain wasn't because I was lazy or overeating. My body was fighting itself. My hormone imbalance made intense exercise dangerous without medical supervision. I cried again, but this time, out of relief, it wasn't my fault. The doctor prescribed medication and told me to be gentle with myself, to move slowly, to heal. When Katie found out, she frowned. "You should have told me you had a disease," she snapped. "I would have changed your workout." I smiled politely and said, "Thanks, but I think I'll just figure things out on my own for now." Her face twisted into a scowl. "Whatever," she said. "Don't come crying to me when you pass out again." I was tired, so tired of the way she treated me. I told her flatly that if she didn't leave, I'd ask the gym for a refund for all the trouble. She rolled her eyes and muttered, "Fine, stay fat then," as if she hadn't just heard the doctor explain everything. On her way out, I smiled wide and said, "I'd rather be kind than skinny."